Sunspot. How are you? I'm glad. Thank you so much for agreeing to host tonight's Halloween ball with me. You have no idea how happy I am for that. It's the first Halloween ball since the 50s, I think. Now, whether that's the 1850s or the 1950s, I couldn't tell you, but... You won't be too tired, will you? Good. Why don't I show you what the ball looks like, what the ballroom looks like? I think everything looks great, don't you? I still don't get why you had me hang bats from the ceiling, though. Folklore on vampires. Yes. I know it very well. Doesn't mean I like it, though. I mean, it's very hurtful to vampire community. To assume we all sleep in coffins and can turn into bats and drink from the blood of unwilling people and hypnotize people with just a look of the eyes. Only very special vampires have the chance to train to turn into bats, and it's even rarer for someone to have it as a natural ability. And then it's even rarer for someone to be able to look into someone's eyes and hypnotize them. And to my knowledge, none of the vampires I know, at least, sleep in coffins. It's very rare for a vampire to actually sleep in a coffin. We sleep in normal beds. We aren't that far detached from civilization. Yes, we do drink blood. And normally just a blood substitute, though. Only a rather vulgar vampire would violate someone's body like that and drink from an unwilling participant. Unwilling host, unwilling person, whatever you want to put it. It's an unwritten rule of code. The person you take blood from has to be willing to give up said blood. Never mind. Let's go see how the cook is coming with the food. I will need to take a nap sooner or later. The sun is inching across the sky and I've been up way longer than dawn. I'm sure once we see how the cake is coming along, you can handle the rest. Just a final check of decorations, check the gardens, make sure rooms we don't want people in are locked. Normal home things. I'm sure you'll do fine. I wouldn't trust you with this task as much as I do if I wasn't sure. Let's go see how the cook is coming along. Cook, what you got? Ooh, sugar cookies with little bats on them. It's so cute. Oh, you made a pumpkin pie with a pumpkin face. Apple pie. Ooh. I might steal it from you, so you might have to make another one. I won't, I promise. I'll keep my hands away from it till the party. And is that a cake? Is that supposed to be a zombie? Oh, good. Almost thought it was my Uncle Winston. Think he'd find the resemblance. Pretty funny. Now, all of these look amazing, and the choices for dinner look very appetizing. You really outdone yourself this time, cook. Come now, Sunspot. Now, you go take care of things in the ballroom. I'm going to go take a nap. I'll be awake before the ball starts. Good night, Sunspot. Okay. I'm awake, Sunspot. I'm awake. What time is it? 7:30? I was supposed to be up at 6:30. It doesn't matter. Have the guests started to arrive yet? Only the other guests. Okay. None of the vampires have come, correct? Good. They're such sticklers for rules. I can't come in unless invited. Not that I haven't invited them thousands of times. So, how do I look? Good? What am I? I'm a stereotypical vampire. I've got the cape, I've got the dress, I've got the semi-opaque gloves that give off the whitish skin effect to my skin. And I don't have to hide my fangs tonight. It's amazing. Yes, I did dress like this last Halloween, but I don't see how that's relevant. I like this costume. It's easy. Plus, I'd guess half your town that I invited will dress from the last century. Now, you haven't shown me your costume. Show me. Oh my gosh. You look gorgeous. I love this costume on you. I'm not just flattering you. You do look amazing. Now, let's go greet our guests. Oh, of course, we can go to the refreshment table. You don't have to ask. Well, I mean, I'd go with you anywhere. I don't want other vampires preying on my little sunspot. Come on. What would you like? A slice of pie? That's just like you. Okay, get you some. Sunspot, let's go dance. Oh, don't start that now. I know you can dance, so come on. See? Perfectly fine. You dance beautifully. Natural. So beautiful. You know I love you. Okay. I think that the song is almost over. I need some blood substitute. It's not urgent, but I haven't fed tonight yet. Obviously. Well, I did not find a single champagne flute of blood substitute. It's like all of them are drunk or taken. Both are a possibility. Will you accompany me to the kitchen to speak with Chef, Sunspot? Thank you. Chef, do you have more blood substitute back here? No. What do you mean? You only brought up 2 crates for the entire night? Vampires will get restless once no blood substitute has been dispersed. I would rather not have another bloodbath on my hands. Go downstairs and get me 10 crates of blood sub, or your party pay gets cut in half. Don't worry, Sunspot. They know I won't actually do it, but it keeps them on their toes thinking I might. Plus, I don't touch their base pay, and I pay them fairly well. Cook? I mean it. I don't care who told you only 2 crates. I am your employer. Go down and get me 10. Thank you. Now, Sunspot, let's return to the party. Hopefully they'll have this all dispersed by then. I'm so thirsty. Have they brought out the blood sub yet, Sunspot? No? Fine. You stay here. I can find Cook. That woman really likes to push my buttons sometimes. She just disappeared. Even the kitchen staff don't know where she went. And I can see some of the vampire guests are getting hungry too. At least it seems like they have their own willing humans with them. Oh, I just mean that the vampires all have a person with them. It's a control thing from the Vampire Council. Vampires have to choose someone to bond with or be cast into sunlight. I've had a few bonds, but none of them have lasted. A bond like that isn't one out of love, Sunspot. At least not most of the time. Their bond is, 1, it's out of control, and 2, out of trust and a weird sense of loyalty. The bondee and the vampire have to have trust in one another. The bondee can't be bonded to more than 2 vampires at a time, just because any more and you risk the bondee's brain thinking they're dying. And control comes from the bondee. They answer to the council. They have to keep track of how much, when, where, and how long the vampire fed. They control the flow of food to the vampire. Yes, the bondee can take their permission for the vampire to feed away. They could even say they don't want the vampire to feed from them, or they don't want to be the vampire's blood anymore. It just means that they part, and the vampire either finds another one or is, for lack of a better way of putting it, given another one. That comes with its own downsides, but that's a whole other conversation. Either way, I don't have to worry about them. Oh, I have no bond. At least right now. Because I have blood sub in my wine cellar. Which means I don't need a bond like that. I do guess I'll have to go down to the wine cellar and get the blood sub myself, though. What? No, you're not going down with me. I don't want you getting hurt because I get too hungry. I'm already resisting a lot as it is. No. You stay up here and see if you can find that damn woman. I might dock her pay because I pay her to do this one task. Sunspot? What are you doing down here? Why did you come downstairs? I told you to stay upside for a reason. I'm too hungry. Blood substitutes reserves are low. I wasn't told. Stay away from me, Sunspot. The closer you get, the harder it is. Sunspot. I don't want to hurt you. A bite from a vampire might be pleasurable, but it's also painful. I don't want to... Are you sure? If you're sure, I'm holding you to it. Give me your wrist. You might feel faint after. That's a normal side effect of blood loss. It's just your mind thinking I've taken too much, when in reality, draining a human takes several days. Okay. Your blood tastes exquisite. like fresh apples from an orchard. Yep, there you go. Nothing to be scared of, Sunspot. You're just feeling faint from blood loss, remember? How about I take you upstairs so you can rest? Good. I love you. Happy Halloween, Sunspot.